from the News Center. This is News Channel 8 on your side at noon.
A winter wonderland. Snow blankets much of the Northeast, and Jack Frost's bite is being felt as far south as here in the Bay Area. Good afternoon and welcome to News Channel 8 at noon. I'm Yolanda Fernandez. The first snowstorm of the season is bearing down on the mid-Atlantic coast, creating a wintry wonderland from the Carolinas to New England. And it's not over yet. It's a snowstorm followed by a snowstorm, and some areas could see more than a foot before tomorrow. Brian Moore starts our 8 on Your Side storm team coverage with the latest from Washington.
The first major snowstorm of the season is slamming the Northeast. A 1-2 punch that blanketed Boston, whitened the White Plains of New York, and made a mess of Philadelphia and Baltimore and Washington. It was a bonus day off for school kids. Woo! A boon for skiers like these in the mountains of West Virginia, but a bane for just about anybody else who was hoping to get around this weekend.
It's just all nasty, and look at this. I don't like it. It makes me very cold, and it's too windy. I don't like it.
The storm's first wave disrupted travel in the air just as it snarled traffic on the ground. For those who were lucky, it just meant a longer than normal commute. For some, though.
So he's stuck. We're waiting for AAA to come, which might be a long, long time.
For citizens using salt and shovels and cities using big plows, the battle was the same. The snow was falling just as quickly as it could be cleared.
This is snow that we know how to take care of. We've got a well-trained workforce. They've got the right equipment.
But just as the Northeast was digging up from the first wave, there were signs the second was rolling in. An early taste of what may well be a long, white winter. Even though this storm promises to dump a couple of inches in some areas, a couple of feet in others, most major cities say they're confident they'll have most of the snow cleared off of the streets by Monday. Brian Moore, NBC News, Washington.
And if you plan to fly out of the Bay Area today, you better check your flight. The mess up north is still creating a long list of flight delays here. Last night, many travelers spent more time than they planned at Tampa International Airport, and it's going to be much the same story today. Now, I checked in with TIA just before the newscast, and a spokesperson told me half a dozen flights are already canceled, and another half a dozen are delayed 30 minutes or more. The weather problems are affecting flights mostly to the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, but it could also affect connecting flights to other areas. So airport officials urge you to keep in touch with your airline. Or you can also go to the homepage of tbo.com, and we'll link you to travel information. We may not be seeing snow, but we're feeling a definite chill. For more on our cold weather, let's go to meteorologist Mace Michaels, who continues our storm team coverage. Mace?
Well, of course, the snow continues in the Northeast, heavy at times still through Philadelphia and into New York, where it's been snowing at a rate of 1 to 2 inches per hour, especially back in western Connecticut and into Massachusetts. The low pressure center is still revving up offshore and will continue to pull the moisture back off the Atlantic, and the snowfall rates will continue at 1 to 2 inches per hour in some of these higher elevations, especially in New Hampshire and back into Vermont. Checking out the totals, again, a foot possible as you get about 25 to 50 miles further inland, with a lot of half-a-foot totals throughout good portions of the Northeast, and that's why the winter storm warnings and some blizzard warnings due to the gusty winds in effect for those areas. Now, this is the same system that's affecting us. Again, the low is up here, and the cold front trails well south of the state now, and as the front has pulled through, we've seen a brisk north and northwesterly wind, currently at 21 miles an hour in Clearwater, 16 in the St. Petersburg area, and look at the gusts, well into the mid-20s, so a blustery day in store for us. And of course, with the brisk northwest wind, even with the sunshine now starting to work out, that's held the temperatures down. It's only in the low to mid-50s, so the best we'll do today is upper 50s to near 60 degrees. But Yolanda, the bigger problem comes tonight as temperatures fall back into the 30s, with a few readings in our northern area settling down close to freezing. More on that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Mace, we'll check back with you. In a stunning announcement yesterday, the 2 and only makers of flu vaccine have run out, and no more can be made in time to help this year. With the flu season expected to be one of the worst in memory, the news is disturbing. Right now, 13 states report widespread flu cases. So far, Florida has been spared from outbreaks. But the number of flu cases here is growing. And as News Channel 8's Samara Sotos tells us in this 8 on Your Side medical alert, state health officials are hopeful they have enough vaccine to go around.
Tropicana Field usually draws crowds like this on opening day. But fears of the flu and a shortage of the vaccine brought hundreds for a drive-through vaccination.
I went to 3 different places to get a flu shot, and they were all sold out.
Only a few hours after this rush, the nation's 2 makers of flu shots announced they ran out of the vaccine. Some local health officials learned about it from reporters.
And I haven't had any directive from Tallahassee. I'm actually knowing what you know.
Quickly, Florida health officials reported the state's in good shape, with double the amount of flu vaccine it had last year. On top of that, individual counties placed their own vaccine orders.
We do still have some stock in Hillsborough County, but it's not unlimited.
Other Bay Area counties are in a similar state tonight, and state officials ordered every county to take an inventory of what's available. Supplies may be shifted to address shortages. Although no outbreaks or deaths have been reported here in Florida, the latest state numbers do show that flu cases are on the rise here in the Bay Area and statewide. Still, local health officials say publicity about a deadly flu outbreak in Colorado is what's creating the high vaccine demand here.
I think we could avoid all this panic.
While state officials suggest the elderly, sick, and very young be vaccinated first, for now, shots won't be restricted. Samara Sotis, News Channel 8.
Doctors say if you don't get the shot and you're between the ages of 5 and 49 and healthy, you can use the new Flu Mist nasal spray to reduce symptoms. And by the way, it takes an average of 2 days for a person exposed to the flu to develop symptoms. Washing your hands frequently and trying not to touch your eyes, nose, or mouth will help protect you from catching the flu. There was an emotional meeting last night between parents, health officials, and school officials. 14 members of the Gaither High School dance team in Tampa continue to suffer from a respiratory illness, and the cause is unknown. Many parents are blaming paint fumes and polyurethane fumes for creating the problems. But last night, the parents were told they may never get an answer.
My child didn't walk into this school to have this happen to her. She came to live the best 4 years of her life, and it hasn't started off that well. And to the Jen Noahs and the Mias who've had wonderful 4 years, it's not how it should have ended for them. It happened. These are good kids. They haven't gotten into anything that they shouldn't have gotten into. Something happened to them.
Hillsborough County health officials say they will continue to track the progress of the students. No new cases of the breathing problem have been reported in the last month, and many of the students that originally reported the problem now say they are getting better. In an 8 on Your Side crime tracker report, when nearly 3 dozen cruise ship passengers arrived this morning in Tampa, they had an unpleasant surprise waiting for them. Thursday, burglars smashed their way into 30 cars and trucks parked inside the parking garage at the Port of Tampa. This morning, Tampa police officers were waiting for the passengers inside the parking garage. Along with officers, the Port Authority arranged for repairmen to fix broken windows and mechanical items. Some of the cruise passengers we talked to say they believe the Port Authority should have done more to keep their cars safe.
30 cars. Mine has an alarm. You'd think there's be somebody here that would hear an alarm on the secure parking deck.
Police tell us the thieves tried to steal one of the vehicles but couldn't get past the locked doors. The Port Authority says it's taking steps to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. St. Petersburg police have now arrested 3 people in connection with the murder of a 16-year-old boy. Police say 22-year-old Juan Bowens turned himself in yesterday after police arrested his brother, 16-year-old Joshua Bowens. Joshua's arrest followed a 2-hour standoff with police outside his house. They believe he's the gunman who fired the fatal shots that killed 16-year-old Fred Cookinson November 23rd. Cookinson died after shots were fired through the front door of a house where he was staying. Police arrested Howard Bentley earlier this week, and they think a 4th person may also be involved. Now a follow-up to an 8 on Your Side Tampa Tribune investigation. Challenged by a judge who thinks he's being framed, the FBI says it's going forward with a corruption investigation. This on the heels of explosive revelations that Hillsborough Judge Greg Holder provided the feds with good leads about bad cops and dirty judges, only to see a corruption task force disbanded. Senior investigator Steve Andrews has the latest.
The special agent in charge of Tampa's FBI office says his agency takes seriously allegations of courthouse corruption. Carl Whitehead told the Tampa Tribune's Michael Fechter, "The FBI is committed. It's one of our highest priorities to root out and investigate all allegations of public corruption on all levels." Whitehead says the corruption investigation is ongoing and never stopped. But Whitehead's story contradicts a letter written by Hillsborough Judge Greg Holder and an affidavit by Tampa Detective Jim Bartizak. Bartizak and another detective, Bill Todd, provided affidavits to Air Force investigators in support of Holder when questions surfaced about a paper bearing Holder's signature. The paper is largely plagiarized.
Paper that they say is mine and is plagiarized is not the one that I wrote.
Todd and Bartizak wrote that Judge Holder provided evidence about dirty dealings at the courthouse while putting himself and his family at great personal risk. That Holder provided information on people capable of murder.
I took it seriously. I probably didn't take it as seriously as the agents wanted me to take it.
Late last year, in a letter to the Justice Department, Holder wrote, "I was recently informed that the investigation had been halted by supervisors in the Tampa FBI office. Moreover, no further action would be taken with respect to rather compelling evidence." Bartizak's affidavit states, "In 2002, my involvement in the investigation was halted, and the investigation team dismantled for reasons not made clear." An angry Holder asked the Justice Department to investigate the FBI. Steve Andrews, News Channel 8.
Holder remains hopeful the leads are being followed and the investigation is continuing. In today's 8 on Your Side Voice of the Voter Report, Florida Democrats are gathered in Orlando this weekend and revenge is on their minds. 7 of the party's 9 presidential candidates will appear this weekend. Each will make their pitches to delegates in an important bid to build early support. Florida is considered the largest swing state in next year's election, making it a vital target for both parties. And the bitterness over last presidential election is adding to the intensity. Besides giving speeches, the candidates will debate issues in 2 separate forums. Candidates Carol Mosley Braun and Al Sharpton are not expected to attend. Depression can affect a person's level of activity, but there's new evidence that links depression to other problems. Medical editor Irene Mayer has that in today's 8 on Your Side Medical Report.
Hi, my name is PFC Jennifer Kyler. I'm stationed at Camp Casey, Korea. This is going out to my family and friends in Tampa, Florida. Happy holidays.
Clearwater Mattress has opened its first superstore in Largo, Missouri Avenue in the Midway Shopping Center near Publix. Grand opening specials now in all 18 Clearwater Mattress locations. This new superstore has over 9,000 square feet of mattress sets, adjustable beds, day beds, futons, and more. Brand names for less, whether you like your mattress soft or like your mattress firm. All Clearwater Mattress locations celebrate the opening of their first superstore, Missouri Avenue, Largo.
Clearwater Mattress, where Tampa Bay goes to sleep.
It's time to conquer Hungry Howie's new Soul Caliber 2 sweepstakes. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas, and a free 2-liter Coke, only $13.99. Win a Microsoft Xbox, a Nintendo GameCube, Namco's all-new Soul Caliber 2 video game, or hot fresh food from Hungry Howie's. Over 6,000 prizes in all. Conquer Hungry Howie's Soul Caliber 2 sweepstakes. Get 2 two-topping pizzas and a free 2-liter Coke, only $13.99. Conquer your hunger.
Rated T for teen. WFLA and the Tampa Tribune are wrapping the magic of Disney and the joy of the season into one holiday package. You could win passes to holidays around the world and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Even a downtown Disney shopping spree to enjoy the Festival of Seasons, plus a Disney resort stay. To enter, watch for an entry form in the Tampa Tribune or send a postcard to Share the Joy, P.O. Box 191, Tampa, Florida 33601.
Share the joy of Disney traditions.
Own a timeshare? Sell it for cash. Own a campground membership? Sell it for cash. In the past 6 months, over $1 billion in vacation timeshares have been sold industry-wide. Now's the perfect time to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call right now for your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare or campground membership for cash. Plus, be one of the next 200 callers, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by Century 21 Vacation Properties. It's only available from this special TV offer. Don't wait until you have to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. Call now and turn your timeshare into cash. Be one of the next 200 callers for your free information kit, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by Vacations Only. Buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call now. Don't wait to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. It's a free call, so call now.
Call 800-440-6433. That's 800-440-6433 for this limited time exclusive TV offer.
In today's 8 on Your Side medical report, there is compelling new evidence that links the health of your mind to the condition of your body. As medical editor Irene Mayer explains, even mild bouts of depression can increase your risk of diseases like arthritis and even cancer.
Louise Bishop has always seen her garden as a kind of sanctuary, a place to escape the pressures of everyday life. And for years, that pressure was immense while Louise cared for her husband as he battled Alzheimer's disease. Despite her efforts to cope, Louise's friends noticed his disease was taking a toll on her.
I got more colds. They noticed I looked drawn. I gained weight.
That doesn't surprise Dr. Janice Keycolt-Glazer of the Ohio State University Medical Center. She and her husband and colleague, Dr. Ronald Glazer, studied dozens of caregivers like Louise and found a direct link between their mental health and their physical health.
People may fight off infections more poorly, heal wounds more slowly, and it may take a toll long-term on the body as well.
To see just what the long-term toll might be, Dr. Ronald Glazer took blood from caregivers to look for something called interleukin-6, a compound in your immune system used to fight off diseases. Under normal circumstances, if you get a disease like the flu, for example, the amount of interleukin-6 in your bloodstream will go up, and once the disease is gone, it will go back down. But in those who have even mild bouts of long-term depression, the amount of interleukin-6 in their blood went up and stayed up.
What that tells us is that the mind really matters, and depression can have significant, not only mental issues, but significant health risks as well.
High levels of interleukin-6 in the blood have been linked to several diseases, including arthritis, heart disease, and even cancer, which means actively dealing with stress to put your mind at ease could be more important in the long run than we ever thought. Irene Mayer, News Channel 8.
The people in the study were not clinically depressed. Instead, they say they just felt blue or they had mild depression. But researchers say there was enough stress in their lives to substantially affect their physical well-being. Our temperatures today are a lot colder than they were this time yesterday. How long is the cool weather going to stick around? Meteorologist Mace Michaels is up next with that answer.
Hi, I'm Tech Sergeant Jason Daniels, my beautiful wife Melinda, stationed here at Spangdahlem Air Base, Germany. I want to send a season greetings out too.
Rusty and Arlene in Clearwater, Florida. Happy holidays.
I'm Keith Kate. Monday at 5, paralyzing muscles to help ease pain. Find out about this promising new treatment that may help patients with carpal tunnel syndrome avoid surgery. Monday at 5 on News Channel 8.
There are a lot of places to cash a check, but who cashes out-of-state checks, big checks? Who cashes any check and is open late? Only Amscot. We cash any check, anytime, day or night. Amscot. You're okay with us.
Hello, I'm Gail Guayardo, and here's a look at some of the events coming up in the Bay Area. The next time you go to the grocery, buy some extra non-perishable food items for our annual Food for Family drive. Look for the barrels and cash and carries you save in public stores around the Bay Area. Meals on Wheels needs your help. Volunteer now to provide a home-cooked meal or holiday gifts. Show our elderly residents they're not forgotten.
Tampa Bay events are brought to you by Century 21, T-Mobile, and News Channel 8 on your side.
Honey, what is it?
Stuffed crepes at IHOP.
Right now at IHOP, it's new stuffed crepes. Tender crepes filled 3 delicious ways. Grilled ham and Swiss, bacon and cheddar, and supreme. Served with our famous pancakes or hash browns, starting at just $4.99. Stuffed crepes at IHOP. It's the stuff dreams are made of. IHOP. Come hungry, leave happy.
Own a timeshare? Sell it for cash. Own a campground membership? Sell it for cash. In the past 6 months, over $1 billion in vacation timeshares have been sold industry-wide. Now's the perfect time to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call right now for your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare or campground membership for cash. Plus, be one of the next 200 callers, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by Century 21 Vacation Properties. It's only available from this special TV offer. Don't wait until you have to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. Call now and turn your timeshare into cash. Be one of the next 200 callers for your free information kit, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by Vacations Only. Buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call now. Don't wait to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. It's a free call, so call now.
Call 800-440-6433. That's 800-440-6433 for this limited time exclusive TV offer.
Watch News Channel 8 today.
Weekday mornings beginning at 5. The sunshine out there is deceiving. It's still quite cold.
Oh, yeah, sort of a cool sunshine to slide the words together.
We're not used to that. As soon as the sun comes out, usually it warms things up quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of cold air that's plunging down behind yesterday's cold front. And even though the air is coming across the Gulf of Mexico, which tends to modify it sometimes, well, it's just not doing the full case. We're going to be stuck in the 50s throughout the day today. Of course, a whole different story up in the Northeast where the snow is continuing to fall. Live shot here from up above NBC's GE building there in New York City, looking down on Rockefeller Center. Yeah, folks look like they're skating around and walking around. Christmas tree is up, of course. Yeah, it's a nice December picture, I guess. If you're in New England and you're able to walk around or anywhere in the Northeast and still able to do your holiday shopping or plans, although the heavy snow is continuing a little further up the coast, you can see this pretty strong band here right along the coast as the low pressure center continues to pull up to the Northeast. Nor'easter storm pulling in that moisture and bringing up the big totals. Many areas will see well over a foot, especially in some of those higher elevation areas. Vermont, New Hampshire, a little bit of Massachusetts, and some of the Catskill areas back in New York State. Really whipping in the snow. You can see it's very heavy, even throughout the coast, picking up at least a half a foot, in some spots a foot of snow before the storm is said and done with. And it's sort of come in 2 parts. They got a burst late last night, early this morning, and now the full thrust of the storm is being felt throughout most of the Northeast. And here's where the winter storm warnings and even some blizzard warnings with the stronger wind up in Maine. Watches surrounding that and advisories back through Maryland, where there's still some light snow falling in D.C. and lake effect towards Cleveland. For us, a cool day. The system dropping in the chilly temperatures. 59 is the best we'll do for a high today. A few spots may make the low 60s. It's only 53 now with the brisk northerly wind at 15 with some higher gusts into the 20s and the dew point at 33. So a dry air mass with the humidity fairly low and the pressure rising rapidly. Our readings now well through the 50s with sunshine in the area. There's the wind, though, blowing in out of the north and northwest, sustained at 21 in Clearwater, in the teens just about everywhere else. Some gusts well through the 20s, upper teens, a brisk day. And that, of course, adds that extra chill to the air. And when the cold air comes across the warm water, condensation forms, and here you go with the puffy old stratocumulus clouds. Northwest wind rides a few of them along the coast, but since the wind has come around a little bit more northerly at times now, it's cleared out the majority of the viewing area. We'll continue to see that cold air plunge across the region today. The cold front moving away from us, and high pressure our dominating feature as we look into the next 24 hours, and actually into the beginning of next week, too. Well, this is Odette. Strange to talk about a winter storm and also a tropical storm approaching hurricane status, but it probably will run out of time before it hits the big island of the Dominican Republic and Haiti, Hispaniola. Here's the outer bands from the San Juan radar. Squalls, some areas 10, 12 inches of rain, and you can see the forecast track with the wind at 65 miles an hour. 61 for us today. 59 right in that zone as clouds decrease, breezy and cool. Pick out your hometown city. Cooler north, warmer south. The lows tonight, a little more troublesome. Close to freezing in our northern communities, low 40s along the coast with a mostly clear sky. Boaters, small craft advisory in effect, so 6 to 8 foot seas out on the water. It will be a tough day out there today. That will improve a little bit tomorrow. And next week, we're closer to average temperatures around here. Another front on Wednesday won't be nearly as strong. It'll bring some well-needed rain, but not as much cold air.
So even though it's going to be cold during the day, you don't have to cover the plants and stuff at night because it's not going to get to freezing.
It will get close to freezing as you head north of the bay, but not for a real long length of time. If it's the real tender stuff, you may want to think about it tonight north of the bay.
Okay, we'll take your advice. Thanks, Mace.
Sure.
Well, now let's check in with Tanner Taylor to find out what's happening in traffic. Tanner?
Hey, Yolanda, checking out Brandon at lunchtime. You can see traffic on 60, especially heading east up under I-75, starting to build right in front of the mall out there. But I-75 going right through the middle of your screen there is moving smoothly. Certainly no problems here. We do have a wreck in Pinellas County. This is going to be US 19 and State Road 580. FHP is on the way to the scene there to try to get that one cleared out for you. So you may see some delays in that spot for the next little while. I'm Tanner Taylor for News Channel 8.
This Metro Traffic Report is brought to you by Home Discovery. Sell your home fast for only 2%. Call today.
Now more than ever, consumers are turning to the internet to cut down on the time they spend in the malls. But how you pay online can make a difference in how well you're protected. That's coming up next in an 8 on Your Side consumer investigation.
Hey, y'all, how you doing? This is Specialist Callahan from Baghdad, Iraq. Wishing everyone in Manatee County, Florida, happy holidays. I miss y'all. Love you a lot. Mom, Dad, see you soon.
Extreme savings on a new Honda?
Yeah. During Lindell Honda's Extreme Year-End Closeout. Lease an Accord for $199 a month.
Or get 1.9% financing.
It's your final chance. Get Extreme. Now at Lindell Honda, Tampa.
The beauty of the suit is that the bottoms match the top. So all you have to do is throw on a shirt and tie, and you're out the door. Get to work earlier, your productivity goes up, you get a bigger bonus, put the kids in better schools, they get better jobs, make tons of money, buy you a home to retire to on an island. No wonder suits are coming back.
Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
To contact the store nearest you, call 1-800-776-SUIT.
Save up to 80% by buying Factory Direct. The Jewelry Exchange imports their diamonds direct from site holders and manufactures their jewelry direct. The Jewelry Exchange has thousands of diamonds, mountings, bracelets, pendants, and earrings, and guarantees the lowest price. The Jewelry Exchange's 1-carat platinum bands are $1,400. 1-carat 3-stone bracelets are $249. Diamond studs are $199, and 3-stone pendants are $99. You can't beat our deals. Buy Factory Direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange in Tampa.
I'm concerned about my health. I'm sure you're concerned about yours. That's why I want to mail you this free catalog about Craftmatic adjustable beds. Like proper diet and exercise, Craftmatic adjustable beds help your body feel better while watching TV, reading, or just putting your feet up and relaxing. Plus, equipped with optional heat and massage, they may provide temporary relief from many health problems. Yet Craftmatic beds are extremely affordable. So if you're concerned about your health, pick up your phone and call toll-free. Get this special free rebate certificate, good for $200 off the Craftmatic Model 1 bed of your choice, and our free catalog. For good health's sake, call to receive this important free information by mail now.
Call toll-free 1-800-423-3232. That's 1-800-423-3232 toll-free.
Are you ready for this?
Honda clearance? Yes. During Lindell's Extreme Year-End Clearance. New Odysseys from $218 a month. Or get 1.9% financing. Clearance time is running out. Now at Lindell Honda, Tampa.
Paralyzing muscles to help ease pain. Monday at 5.
In an 8 on Your Side consumer investigation, internet fraud. The U.S. Department of Commerce estimates consumers spent $26 billion online last year. As senior consumer reporter Victoria Lim explains, how you pay for your items can make a difference in how well you're protected.
Kelly Emery of Northport point and clicked for this new couch from a company called Payless Furniture in Memphis. She paid through PayPal, an online payment service. With Emery's okay, PayPal withdrew the money directly from her bank account.
The fact that a third party was involved, I've kind of mistakenly believed it to be some type of an insurance, quote unquote, for my money versus just sending them cash directly.
3 months later, after PayPal paid Payless, Emery never received her furniture. Instead, the excuses rolled in. Payless was moving offices, had a fire in the corporate offices. There was a mix-up on the freight carrier's end.
They kept me strung along for quite some time.
This is Payless Furniture, a rented mailbox. The company no longer exists. Emery shelled out $3,000 for this furniture and asked PayPal to help her get her money back, but it won't. We contacted PayPal's corporate offices in Palo Alto, California to find out why, and it sent this statement saying it regrets the incident and can understand why the Emerys would be upset. But Emery waited until well over 30 days to file the complaint, as PayPal's buyer complaint policy requires them to do. Emery might have been protected had she used an online escrow service, and here's the difference. A third-party payment service like PayPal is just an alternative to cash or check, but an online escrow service will hold your money until confirmation the merchandise is delivered. Susan Grant of Internet Fraud Watch says an escrow service would have given Emery the protection she thought she had with PayPal.
It does mean that the transaction is probably going to take a little bit longer, but considering the amount of money involved, the wait may well be worth it.
Before choosing a payment service, consider the following: the price of an item. The bigger the price tag, the more you may want to consider an escrow service. Dispute capabilities. If you don't get what you ordered, find out how you can dispute the charge, the window of opportunity, any limit to liability, and what's the credit card cooperation. If you pay by credit card, find out if yours will allow you to dispute a charge. If you use these services, some will and some won't.
You have no idea something like this is going to happen to you.
Emery says she will shop online again, but because of this experience, will never use a third party to pay. Victoria Lim, News Channel 8.
In October, PayPal launched a buyer protection program that can reimburse buyers up to $500. But because Emery made her purchase in April, she wasn't protected. Remember, third-party payment services are more about convenience than protection. An 8 on Your Side investigation first brought you allegations of fraud at a Bay Area car dealership. Last night, the case was part of an NBC Dateline investigation. We sat down with a local woman who claims the car dealer took her for a ride.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Kathleen Samuel, stationed at Spandau Air Force Base, sending greetings to Tampa, Florida, my daughter Glenda, and other friends and family in Florida. Happy holidays.
Each year as we approach the holidays, we roll out the barrels. It's Food for Families time. Hello, I'm Keith Cate.
And I'm Stacy Scheibel. We're at an area food bank where the food in these barrels is sorted and distributed to the agencies that feed the homeless and less fortunate.
So let's keep these barrels full. The next time you shop at Publix or Cash and Carry,
Buy some extra non-perishable items for the Food for Families barrel.
when you do, you're providing families with food this holiday season.
Clearwater Mattress has opened its first superstore in Largo, Missouri Avenue in the Midway Shopping Center near Publix. Grand opening specials now in all 18 Clearwater Mattress locations. This new superstore has over 9,000 square feet of mattress sets, adjustable beds, day beds, futons, and more. Brand names for less, whether you like your mattress soft or like your mattress firm. All Clearwater Mattress locations celebrate the opening of their first superstore, Missouri Avenue, Largo.
Clearwater Mattress, where Tampa Bay goes to sleep.
Now's your chance to get out of debt and get cash back just for paying your bills on time. Cambridge Credit Counseling has paid over $6 million to qualified clients through its Good Payer program.
We've gotten 3 checks so far, one for $230, another for $135.
And the last one was $150, just for paying on time every month.
Cambridge Credit Counseling is a non-profit service. They'll work with you and your creditors to reduce your monthly payments. It's a fresh start.
Imagine if you could reduce the interest rate on your credit cards and get your unsecured debt paid off a lot quicker.
Before, it would have taken me 15 to 20 years to get out of debt. Now I'll be debt-free in less than 5 years.
My monthly payments were overwhelming. Now I have payments that are easily manageable.
A phone call, a couple of faxes, and we were done.
Give Cambridge Credit Counseling a call. Find out how good it feels to be debt-free.
Get cash back just for paying your bills on time with Cambridge Credit Counseling, where getting out of debt has never been so rewarding.
We could build 10,000 new schools or hire almost 2 million new teachers. We could rebuild our electric grid. We could insure more of our children. George Bush is going to spend $87 billion more in Iraq. But after almost 3 years, where's his plan for taking care of America? The truth is, we're not being led. We're being misled.
When bad weather threatens, we're on your side. We're News Channel 8.
Live from the News Center, this is News Channel 8 on your side at noon.
She says a Bay Area car dealer ripped her off. Now she finds out there may be more than 100 victims. We sit down with her to watch her story go national. And medical waste turns up in an unlikely spot in Hillsborough County for the second time in a week. We'll have details. And if these tired walls could talk, they might sing a tune from some jazz greats. Good afternoon. You're watching News Channel 8 at noon. I'm Yolanda Fernandez. We'll have more on those stories in a moment, but first, let's check in with 8 on your side storm team meteorologist Mace Michaels for an update on our chilly weather. Mace?
Well, Yolanda, we're looking at some very cool weather conditions across the area. Temperatures are only in the 50s throughout the region right now with our clear skies. Good amount of sunshine throughout our area. Looks like a, nice day when you take a look outside, but when you step outside, it's like, wow, did things change quite a bit? Readings only making it to 60 or so in the inland areas, 50s as you head further to the north. And more problems tonight as some areas to our north could touch down close to freezing. So some frost and freeze conditions, well, likely especially in some of the classic low spots as you head further north up into Levy County and Marion County. So the far northern areas might have to watch out for that later tonight, Yolanda.
All right, Mace, we'll check back with you. An 8 on your side investigation exposed big problems at some local car dealerships. Car dealers adding hundreds of dollars in hidden charges to unsuspecting customers. NBC did a hidden camera investigation into the matter, and a Bay Area victim was in both Dateline and 8 on your side's investigation. She sat down with Jeff Patterson to watch her story go national.
Tonight, Dateline goes undercover to reveal some of the tricks of the trade.
Tricks that can cost you thousands of dollars. Dateline viewers found out just how some car dealers are doing it.
Wasn't surprised.
Brenda McCarthy wasn't surprised because she was part of this program and part of News Channel 8's original investigation into Sonic Automotive, an investigation that revealed Clearwater Mitsubishi added more than $2,000 of hidden costs into her car deal. Clearwater Mitsubishi is owned by Sonic, the same company shown tonight on Dateline NBC.
And, when you're in a lawsuit like this that keeps going on for 4 or 5 years, you almost feel like Michael Jackson. You're constantly there. And the phone's always ringing. Someone's always calling you in.
We sat down with her to watch the Dateline program. Brenda can't talk about her own deal anymore. She's reached an undisclosed settlement in her case. But she admits she felt bad for being duped by the dealer until she saw she wasn't alone.
Once I went to a panel discussion and saw how many people were involved, I didn't feel so, idiotic. I started saying, okay, there's a bunch of us.
And she's also learned a lot about buying a car.
Definitely hold my ground and definitely stay stronger. I'll definitely go to my original bank, my credit union, and get my own loan before I ever let anyone look up my stuff.
Lessons we can all use. Jeff Patterson, News Channel 8.
State authorities in Florida uncovered 165 suspect cases involving problems with contracts at Sonic dealerships. A lawsuit claims there may be thousands of other cases. Sonic has consistently declined to give us any comment on the allegations. This afternoon, federal investigators are combing through the wreckage of a vintage airplane in Pasco County. Officials are trying to figure out what caused it to go down during a test ride. Authorities say at the time the pilot was showing it to a prospective buyer. The two-seater Aeronautica crashed west of Interstate 75 and just north of State Road 52 near Dade City yesterday. Last night we learned the passenger killed in the accident was the 61-year-old Wesley Dyson Fisher, a Pennsylvania man. The pilot, 67-year-old Wade Schatz, was injured in the crash and transported to St. Joe's Hospital. Some potentially dangerous medical waste was found yesterday near Tampa International Airport. Intravenous kits, including needles, were scattered on Frontage Road near Spruce Street. Authorities say tracing the 30 to 40 used needles may be difficult since there were no packaging labels. Police say the incident is not related to a similar find a couple of days ago when residents near the Hillsborough River discovered used vials and needles. If the materials in either case were intentionally dumped, the people responsible face a $10,000 fine. Now to our Iraq Watch. In Samarra today, violence erupted at a funeral procession for 2 Iraqis killed in a firefight with U.S. troops. According to custom, mourners fire weapons in the air. But authorities say when a U.S.-led Iraqi Civil Defense Corps ordered them to stop, the crowd turned their guns on security forces, killing an officer. The crowd reportedly surrounded the body and chanted pro-Saddam Hussein slogans. U.S. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld made an unannounced visit to Kirkuk, Iraq today. Rumsfeld was in the northern Iraqi city to gauge the progress of military operations in the fight against insurgent attacks. Military officials say they kept the trip a secret to minimize attacks on his entourage. Rumsfeld later flew to an outpost where some members of the Baghdad-based 82nd Airborne Division are stationed. Well, the temperatures are dropping. Here's a live look outside. Just how low will the mercury go? Meteorologist Mace Michaels is up next to tell us.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Preston Gilchrist. I'm working in central Baghdad. I'd like to wish my mother and all my family and friends happy holidays in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Wow, Chicago-style deep dish. Yeah, from Chicago. Yeah. But this is Tucson. How much was that delivery charge?
DiGiorno deep dish Chicago style. Deep in toppings, deep in cheese.
Chicago, Tucson. And it's still hot. Marcia?
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Look for all our great DiGiorno pizza varieties, including deep dish, this week at Albertsons.
Since 1946, Easter Seals has helped children with special needs achieve independence. As a child, Wayne Smith was diagnosed with spina bifida. His family turned to Easter Seals.
Easter Seals helped me to get into the mainstream of life. Otherwise, I would have been left behind.
Partners like Century 21 make Easter Seals a special place for special needs. To help the Century 21 system and Easter Seals create solutions that change lives, log on to TampaBayC21.com.
Hi, I'm Beth with more terrific news from Matrix Direct. Now we offer more choices from more life insurance companies than ever before, with some of the lowest rates anywhere. A 40-year-old man can get $100,000 coverage for only $15 a month. This is insurance you can depend on from top quality companies like these. The call is free, the quote is free. So call now and get great coverage at a great rate from Matrix Direct.
Call 1-800-354-1295 now.
Now, there's a smarter way to vacuum. It goes places you can't. It picks up what you see and what you don't. All with the push of a button. It will change the way you clean forever. Roomba Robotic Floor Vac. Buy your Roomba today at these locations or call 1-888-9-ROOMBA. Roomba Robotic Floor Vac. If it's down there, we'll get it.
Definitely a breezy weekend all across much of the eastern seaboard and snow falling heavy at times throughout New England as a low pressure center remains anchored offshore. Some spots picking up snowfall at the rate of 1 inch to 2 inches an hour in western Massachusetts and portions of Connecticut. You'll see this little band here in the last couple of frames, this very white area here from Connecticut through into, about the Springfield area, Massachusetts, and some very heavy rain too. I should say snow, rain offshore, but snow right along the Cape, too, south of Boston. So it's going to be piling up quite a bit. Some areas a foot, at least a half a foot just about everywhere. Rough stuff for traveling. And, of course, anybody who's flying into the Northeast, maybe waiting for folks coming from the Northeast, you probably have to wait a long time because I'm sure there are quite a few delays that are going on in this area with the various winter storm watches and warnings out. The warnings, as you saw, up and down just about all the states throughout the Northeast in the white. 59 is about the best we'll do today. We're on the cold side of this system. The northwest winds plunging in, so that's keeping our temperatures in check. Sunshine the rule, but even though the sun shines out, we just aren't going to warm up a lot. 53 at the latest temperature, dry dew point, so we have low humidity, a rapidly rising pressure, and a brisk wind out of the north as high pressure is dropping in across the state. That type of condition gives you that brisk north and northwesterly wind flow as that cool air rushes in to replace the warmer air that was ahead of the cold front just 24 hours ago. The wind gusting, well up into the 20s. That was the sustained winds, as you saw, most 15 to 20. Now low to mid 20s right around the bay, and upper teens for the gusty winds in the inland areas. See some low clouds, too, riding off the coast. What happens is you have this cold air plunging across the relatively warm water, and that temperature difference helps to pop up these clouds. And they ride very close to the coast, especially when you have a northwest wind. They blow further inland, but our wind has shifted enough now to be coming from the north and northeast, just coming enough from those spots to bring in a little more in the way of sunshine, at least from what we had earlier this morning. So a cool afternoon continues, a little windy at times, but at least the sun is out. Sit in front of the window, that'll make it feel a little warmer. Spending a long length of time outside, want to have that jacket on today. Cold for a Florida day at least. Here's the bands of rain coming around Odette, which is now south of Hispaniola. This is the eastern side of the storm, and of course the center down in here, so the San Juan radar can't pick up the center, but as it crosses the Big Island today, it will weaken and then hit the colder waters. But with 85, 80 degree water temps south of the island, wind gusting to 65 miles an hour. By the way, there's the Bucks forecast. New Orleans, sunshine tomorrow for the 1 o'clock kickoff. Cool day there. 59, mainly sunny for us, breezy and cool. Across the area tonight, it'll even get chillier. By the way, there's the forecast highs, upper 50s to near 60 degrees. And then down to freezing in some of our northern communities tonight, 40 along the coast, 39, 40 degrees or so here for Tampa. Boaters, rough day on the water. Small craft advisories in effect. Even though the sun is out, there's not any rain falling, the cold air tends to churn up the seas. We do warm up, though, next week, back to the 70s. So it's a short, lived cold snap.
Our highs are colder than our lows normally.
Yes, exactly. Look where we were yesterday, 65 in the morning. Totally different story for the high today.
It sure is, Miss. All right, we'll check back with you. And now let's go to Tanner Taylor to find out what's happening in traffic. Tanner?
Hi, Yolanda. Let's take a look at the Howard Franklin Bridge. Towards the top of your stream, coming into and out of downtown Tampa. The ride is smooth, kind of windy. You can see the camera wiggling around just a little bit. And Memorial Highway going right through the middle of your screen. So traffic around the airport, a little bit of volume to it, but everybody appears to be going to the speed limit, so no delays. A couple of problems in Pinellas County, still watching a wreck US 19 and State Road 580. We also have an accident that was just reported, Ulmerton and 4th Street. I'm Tanner Taylor for News Channel 8.
This Metro Traffic Report is brought to you by Home Discovery. Sell your home fast for only 2%. Call today.
Some of the biggest legends in jazz once took center stage at a local blues house. Coming up in today's Tampa Bay People Report, we'll tell you why the sounds of such legends still resonate through the hallways of Jackson House.
Clearwater Mattress has opened its first superstore in Largo, Missouri Avenue in the Midway Shopping Center near Publix. Grand opening specials now in all 18 Clearwater Mattress locations. This new superstore has over 9,000 square feet of mattress sets, adjustable beds, day beds, futons, and more. Brand names for less, whether you like your mattress soft or like your mattress firm. All Clearwater Mattress locations celebrate the opening of their first superstore, Missouri Avenue, Largo.
Clearwater Mattress, where Tampa Bay goes to sleep.
Wow, they smell great. Oh, they're beautiful. What'd you get, a dozen? Yeah. I just love how fresh they are.
Did someone bring a bouquet?
Actually, it's more like a bouquet.
Ah!
There's nothing like the smell of freshly prepared, freshly cooked KFC. And right now, pick up a holiday meal with all the fixings and get a large popcorn chicken free. Like I'd buy flowers. For Kitchen Fresh Chicken, you got a KFC What's Cooking.
Own a timeshare? Sell it for cash. Own a campground membership? Sell it for cash. In the past 6 months, over $1 billion in vacation timeshares have been sold industry-wide. Now's the perfect time to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call right now for your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare or campground membership for cash. Plus, be one of the next 200 callers, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by Century 21 Vacation Properties. It's only available from this special TV offer. Don't wait until you have to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. Call now and turn your timeshare into cash. Be one of the next 200 callers for your free information kit, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by Vacations Only. Buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call now. Don't wait to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. It's a free call, so call now.
Call 800-440-6433. That's 800-440-6433 for this limited time exclusive TV offer.
Grand Cherokee, Liberty. You didn't try one of these, did you?
No.
Maybe.
They're tough to resist. During the Jeep year-end sales drive, get 0% financing or cash allowances and our 770 powertrain limited warranty on Jeep Liberty, plus a Columbia sportswear jacket with special Columbia edition vehicles. Hurry to your Jeep dealer and see how good the best values in America can be.
JP's Jeep Catch of the Day is brought to you by your local Jeep dealers.
If you listen closely, tuning out the noise of downtown Tampa, you may still hear the blues coming from an old wooden house near the edge of the railroad tracks. It's called Jackson House, and in its heyday, it was the jumpin'est joint in town. Today in his Tampa Bay People Report, Lance Williams takes us back in time.
There's a cool, dark hallway in an old wooden house that still stirs with the ghosts of days gone by. In Tampa's cigar swagger years of the 30s and 40s at the edge of town, life was always jumping at the Jackson House.
What are the noises coming out of the house?
Oh, music. Somebody was always playing a piano or playing having a record player going. Come into my house.
Johnny Saunders and her Aunt Sarah Jackson Robinson were both born in the house and grew up there.
What are the best memories you have of this room?
Oh, we had a piano in the corner.
The piano is gone, and so are the legends who banged out a tune on the old upright.
Chick Webb, Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, of course.
Chick Webb was the king of swing, a career maker who once brought a skinny little teenager to the house.
She just looked like a scared teenager when she was here.
Her name was Ella Fitzgerald.
She did. She wrote a tisket, a tasket.
A brown and yellow basket.
Ella and Cab and Duke and Brown, James Brown.
Wow, I feel good.
Because there was no room at the inn at the all-white hotels around town, the budding legends bunked at the Jackson House.
We were almost like in a cocoon. We had our own everything. We didn't care that we couldn't go into Marx Brothers or Wolf Brothers.
The now vast rooming house grew out of a tiny bungalow that centered around this room, now cluttered with memories.
I mean, they weigh a ton. Do you remember what some of these records are?
Blue Moon, Saturday Night Fish Fry, High Tide.
I mean, what do those records represent to you?
Oh, brings me back to my childhood.
A childhood marked by the remarkable gifts of a proud mother. On the outskirts of the growing city, Sarah Jackson started the first black taxi cab service. She did laundry for well-to-do white folks and ran a tight ship at Jackson House.
And it sounds like she had to be almost like an army general to keep everything under control.
She was, and she did.
Because of its role in Tampa's drama, the women of Jackson House are trying to save it as a historic building. They've enlisted the help of historian Fred Hearns.
If this house were bulldozed, what would be lost?
This is a real part of not just black history, but Tampa's
history.
A history that resonates in the old yellow house standing proud, but nearly forgotten,
I'm just a fool for you.
at the edge of a city that's moved on.
What are you gonna do?
In Tampa, Lance Williams, News Channel 8.
The Historic Preservation Commission has already given its okay to declare Jackson House a historic building, but the Tampa City Council still has to sign off on it. And as for money to restore the house, that's truly the $64,000 question. And we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Gail Guayardo, and here's a look at some of the events coming up in the Bay Area. The next time you go to the grocery, buy some extra non-perishable food items for our annual Food for Family drive. Look for the barrels and cash and carries you save in public stores around the Bay Area. Meals on Wheels needs your help. Volunteer now to provide a home-cooked meal or holiday gifts. Show our elderly residents they're not forgotten.
Tampa Bay events are brought to you by Century 21, T-Mobile, and News Channel 8 on your side.
Diamonds, the gift she really wants. The Jewelry Exchange has thousands of diamonds, most with GIA or EGL certs, laser inscribed and guaranteed the lowest price. The Jewelry Exchange has thousands of mountings, and your diamond is set while you wait. 1-carat solitaires are $5.99. Marquise solitaires are $3.99, and 1-carat studs are $3.99. The Jewelry Exchange carries most shapes and sizes, including 5 carats and above. You can't beat our deals. Buy factory direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange in Tampa.
It's time to conquer Hungry Howie's new Soul Caliber 2 sweepstakes. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas, and a free 2-liter Coke, only $13.99. Win a Microsoft Xbox, a Nintendo GameCube, Namco's all-new Soul Caliber 2 video game, or hot fresh food from Hungry Howie's. Over 6,000 prizes in all. Conquer Hungry Howie's Soul Caliber 2 sweepstakes. Get 2 two-topping pizzas and a free 2-liter Coke, only $13.99. Conquer your hunger. Rated T for teen.
Own a timeshare? Sell it for cash. Own a campground membership? Sell it for cash. In the past 6 months, over $1 billion in vacation timeshares have been sold industry-wide. Now's the perfect time to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call right now for your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare or campground membership for cash. Plus, be one of the next 200 callers, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by Century 21 Vacation Properties. It's only available from this special TV offer. Don't wait until you have to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. Call now and turn your timeshare into cash. Be one of the next 200 callers for your free information kit, and we'll include 10 secrets to buy or sell your timeshare by vacations only. Buy, sell, or rent your timeshare for cash. Call now. Don't wait to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. It's a free call, so call now.
Call 800-440-6433. That's 800-440-6433 for this limited time exclusive TV offer.
And you're looking at a live picture of New York City. There, the ice skaters right there at Rockefeller Center, and there's the Christmas tree, probably providing much of the holiday spirit, along with the cold.
I guess.
And the snow.
Exactly. You can see a little bit of the snow falling, but you probably saw the flags waving. That's the real key there. It's a chilly day. Wind chill's way down.
Yeah, we're feeling a little chilly, but not that chilly.
Not even close.
Well, thanks for joining us this afternoon, folks. See you tomorrow morning at 9.
Monday morning, starting at 5 a.m. on News Channel 8 Today, Gail reports on a new trend showing up in the jewelry industry. Women indulging themselves with right-hand rings. Plus, be careful, it is that time of year. A physical therapist has tips on how to avoid a case of Christmas tree back. I'm Bill Ratliff. Gail Guardo and I will have those stories, plus the latest news. Mace Michaels will have your forecast on the 8s, and Denise Moore will have traffic. It's Monday, starting at 5 a.m. on News Channel 8 Today.
I'm Keith Kate. Monday at 5, paralyzing muscles to help ease pain. Find out about this promising new treatment that may help patients with carpal tunnel syndrome avoid surgery. Monday at 5 on News Channel.